This video I'm creating after I had a discussion with a new customer who was asking me about basically conversion rate optimization and cold email, which I think is a phenomenal topic. So I wanted to talk about it. And so he basically came to me and he said, I want to treat cold email. He's going to be one of our high volume senders. So we're going to send probably about 3 to 5,000 emails a day on their behalf. And he said, I want to treat cold email like website conversion rate optimization. And on a weekly basis, I want to run all of these tests and I want to do all of these things. And I want to watch the metrics and I want to do all this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool, interesting. Um, and he said, I want to get really obsessive and I want to change the copy and I want to do this and I want to do that. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I asked him, if you were to receive an email and the call to action was, are you interested in learning more? Versus, would you be open to a conversation? Are you really going to respond differently in the way that you're interested in that email? So let's say you are interested. Are you going to not respond because they asked in one way or the other? And he said no. And so I said, okay, because cold email deserves to have a lot of tests. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should not be running a bunch of different tests for cold email. My hypothesis on message market fit has 15 different campaigns in it. Go check out that video. But I don't think website conversion optimization tactics can be applied to cold email. And I don't think even opted in warm email marketing conversion rate optimization tactics could be put into cold email as well either. And the main difference is because of intent. And so when somebody is visiting your website and they're going through your checkout flow and all of these different things, how big the button is and what color it is and where it's placed and the flow and the steps and all these things, those things matter because those people wanted to be on your website. The same thing when you're sending, if you're one of those people who send 500,000 emails a day and you've got, a warm opt-in list of all these things and you're sending from an SMTP server and all these things, the buttons matter and all those things because everybody signed up to receive your email. They want to receive the content. You can split test the opening lines because they all said they wanted to receive your email. And so now knowing that they wanted to receive your email, they wanted to be on your list, they wanted to be notified about that thing. Why do they receive an email from Growth Engine X and not open it? Right? You're testing that over and over and over again, to split testing over and over and over again. With cold email, it's not the same thing. And it all has to do with intent because you could be spending a lot of time seeing if this subject line matters versus this subject line and then versus this call to action and this call to action and all these different things. And the big difference is that they didn't want to receive your email. You're interrupting their day, and you could spend a lot of time chasing a rabbit down a rabbit hole where one, you're getting a lot of people who are just ignoring your email blatantly. Two, they're not even seeing your email and they don't even want to see your email. And then three, they might have even liked it, but they just didn't respond because it's not the right time, right? And and I guess what I'm trying to get across here is and then the final thing is the sample size won't even be statistically significant. If you do website conversion optimization and you only have 5,000 website visitors, that is not your issue at all. And so if we're sending, even if you're sending 5,000 emails a day, you might not even get enough data to understand that this call to action is better than this call to action in a broad sense. And so we'll get into that. And so here, I don't want it to get lost. I do believe in testing multiple things in cold email copywriting. But I think that your tests need to be extremely intentional and you shouldn't be taking them from the world of conversion rate optimization on a website or inbound or opted in email marketing. I always think about cold email as what is the experiment and is it big enough of a difference of experimentation that we believe we're going to be able to draw a conclusion from this. So CTAs, I don't think a CTA matters very much of like, would you be open to learn more or are you interested in learning more? I don't think that matters at all. We don't test that. I don't believe that matters whatsoever. A CTA of, would you like to book a time here, send your Calendly, versus would you be open to learning more? That matters. We have proven over and over and over again that sending a booking link does not work as well as trying to engage people with a conversation. One of my customers right now is a publicly traded company, top 20 website in the world. We ran that for them. it drastically decreased our response rates when we sent a booking link. That matters. The difference between sending an email with 15 words in it versus 75 words matters. The difference between sending an email and seeing if you can get AI messaging to write it better than you would with static messaging matters. Writing an email and testing sending a lead magnet versus pushing people straight to a call matters. Testing an email and seeing if you send the same exact copywriting, but to one group, you send it to VPs of marketing, and then to another group, you send it to VPs of marketing that mention automation on their LinkedIn profile matters, right? So this is what I don't want anybody to come away from this video and say, oh, Eric doesn't believe in split testing cold emails. We absolutely believe in split testing cold emails. I have 15 templates of cold emails stock that we test for all of our customers right off the rip without even them asking us. I just think that this idea of applying conversion rate optimization tactics that you would take from your website or opt-in email marketing is not applicable to cold email. And I just wanted to talk about that. This is possibly a little bit of a rant, but if you're the kind of person who's getting into outbound, into cold email, and you're reading a lot about the A/B tests that people run, you're not going to read a lot about A/B split tests. As far as email goes, you're not going to read a lot about cold email. You're going to be reading a lot about warm email marketing. And I think there's a huge difference there. And I just wanted to kind of explain what I told our customer. I wanted to explain to everybody else because I thought it might be useful. When you're split test things that matter. I still see too many times agencies who are split testing like all these crazy things. And so, anyway, I just wanted to make this video. Maybe this is a little bit of a rant of mine, and maybe I'm just putting it out there to hear some of your opinions as well too. But let's see if some people agree and if you guys watch this and all of those things. And let me know if you like videos in this context. I just produced 3 videos that I didn't have a presentation for, but I was walking with my dog and I kind of asked ChatGPT to help me outline these things of what I wanted to talk about. Because sometimes I feel like I need to at least show you all something. And sometimes there's things I want to talk about that doesn't require to show anything. It's just something that we've learned from cold email. And so, yeah, I hope everybody enjoys. Let me know in the comments.